In order to graph a polar equation, your calculator needs to be in polar mode. So what you need to do is click on your mode key, and you'll notice that obviously, again, when we're talking about polar coordinates, so we think about the fact that your angle needs to be either radian degrees, so make sure you're in the mode that you want to be, so we're going to keep it in degrees. And if you look down here, you'll see function mode, parametric mode, and this next one here is called polar mode. So when you choose that mode, what's going to happen is when you go to your y equals, instead of saying y equals, you're going to see the equation in the format we see for polar mode, which is an r equals equation. So once you've got that mode changed, you can go back to your main screen, and now when you hit your y equals, you'll notice that it says r equals instead of that. The other thing it does, go ahead and close this equation, is whenever you choose your variable key, your x key, you'll now see theta come up, because that's the variable of interest. So let's say, for example, we wanted to graph the function 4 sine of 3 theta. So the first thing I'd want to do is make sure I'm on a standard window most likely. And again, your standard window is going to be based on whether you have it in degrees or radians. So if I do a zoom, I'm just going to do a regular standard window and see what I get. And you can see there's my graph. Again, if you want to change this a little bit, all you need to do is go to the window. Right now it's set to go from 0 to 360, counting by steps to 7.5 degrees. You can always change that. For example, if you change this to, say, going by 15 degrees, you'll see that the graph changes just a little bit. It's going to be not as smooth of a curve, and that's because of our increment being a lot smaller, or excuse me, a lot larger than we had before. Again, if I change this, so for example, if I go every 5 degrees, you'll notice that the graph looks even better than it did the first time because it's more smooth. So to fix your window, just to fix your window, you just basically change your, you've got your theta step and your min and max, then you've got your x and y as well. So if you can modify those to be whatever you want them to be. So that's polar mode.